When watching Fargo, have you ever wondered how this scene
I always liked you.
Well, I always liked you,
I always
Mike.
liked you so much.
fits in with scenes like this? Why do the Coen brothers cut away from all the violence and extortion to focus on Marge reconnecting with Mike Yanagita? It's a nice little one-off scene, but it seemingly has nothing to do with the plot. Before I give my answer, let's step back and explore the larger themes of Fargo. What stood out to me on this rewatch is how moral this film is without being heavy-handed or preachy. The thematic tension is one between contentment and discontent, where all our characters, in big and small ways, struggle to accept their situation in life. Jerry and his hired goons want more money, wreaking serious havoc in pursuit. That's obvious. But there's little hand-wringing or framing to paint them as evil. The moral judgment comes in the form of ironic mishaps and the natural consequences of their actions. The audience doesn't need a damning didactic monologue to know Jerry's greed has done him in. The cause and effect of his actions accomplishes this. His life wasn't that bad. He had a stable job, a loving wife, and a child. Sure, he lives in the shadow of his father-in-law's success, but the only thing making him discontent is his own pride. And then there's the subtle ways in which Marge and Norm flirt with discontent. That's where Mike Yanagita comes in. In a seemingly random scene, Marge reconnects with an old friend, dolling herself up and not telling her husband about the meeting. We see on her face that the attention Mike Yanagita gives her in their ritzy setting is a seductive respite from her routine life. But Mike's fumbling to make a move breaks the spell. This scene exists, in my opinion, to show how even Marge isn't exempt from moments of discontentment. This is her temptation to peek over the fence and see if the grass really is greener on the other side. Without this scene, Marge and Norm would be these perfect caricatures of content Midwesterners, almost inhuman in their happiness. Marge would maybe even be seen as too judgmental for a film that doesn't go out of its way to preach. But allowing Marge to be tempted, even in this small and innocent way, gives her an arc. It makes her the perfect foil to Jerry and his hired thugs from Fargo. She's able to look her discontentment in the eye and stand firm in enjoying the simple pleasures of her life with Jerry. Later, it's revealed that Mike was lying the whole time. His wife didn't die. He's actually had a mental break of sorts. This helps Marge realize that whatever it was about Mike and their former connection that made her peek over the fence and look if the grass was greener, whatever it was about that, wasn't worth sacrificing what she already has. The grass wasn't greener. And in a more adorable way, Norm has a few moments where he voices discontent with his mallard art, how it only got picked for the inconsequential 3-cent stamp. The Coens managed to condemn these temptations through action and cause and effect, never overstating the writing. And the closest we get to didacticism is Marge's speech to Gear at the end of the film, which is delivered in a way that shows her confusion at why he'd pursue this life, rather than just wagging a finger at him.
And for what? For a little bit of money.
Fargo, then, is a truly great film that affirms the quotidian aspects of life, reminding us that the things we pursue in our discontentment are transient and fleeting.
Heck, Norm, you know, we're doing pretty good.